Hi, I'm Jory, and welcome to my channel. In this video, I am guided to speak on spiritual messages, downloads, and insight I am receiving from divine, source, higher dimensional realms, and from my spirit guides. Now, for the messages that are wanting to be received for this particular reading, take what resonates and leave the rest. So now I am feeling guided to shuffle the traditional tarot and see what messages are aligned with this reading. I'm already getting this intuitive message. This might be the title of the video. This message that they're falling deeper in love with you each and every day. And I'm feeling this mutuality about this connection, in that you are also falling in love with them even more each and every day. So this is, I'm sensing, going to be a message with a lot of romantic insight into this romantic relationship. I'm sensing divine. Source. What messages are wanting to be received for this particular reading? I'm sensing that these messages are going to be highly specific. What messages are want to be received? Are wanting to be received at this time? Divine. Source. I have the Lover's card showing up in the upright position. This card not turned over, not showing up where I can't see what this card is. Strongly speaking to this energy of this reading, the nature of your connection. I'm sensing not being shy about this. Not being shy about this union. And so this Lover's card showing up, facing up for this reading. This card also speaking to the element of air, this liberation. And this alignment that's not only with this reading is this card aligned with, but aligned with the nature of this connection I'm sensing. Divine. Source. So to open this message, I'm sensing that the Lover's card wants to open the message for this reading. Before I begin to channel into these messages, I am going to take a drink of my water here to ground myself. And as I take a drink of my water, I'm getting this message about the element of water as well, this flow state of being, strongly connecting with this Lover's card and this energy that this card is bringing to this spread. So this message is speaking to a relationship. I'm sensing a twin flame relationship. This might be a high level soulmate relationship, but I'm getting strongly because of the energy that I'm sensing here that this is a twin flame connection that I am channeling into, where you are both experiencing what this card represents, this strength of two together, this mutual attraction that is both of you creating your spiritual path and soul journey in the direction of this deep love. And I'm getting the message that when this occurs, when this kind of deep love and mutual attraction occurs, this is extremely powerful here on the planet. You are existing as this extremely powerful love, exuding this high vibrational frequency of true love, of deep love, and a rare expression of this divine love that is meant to be experienced on earth at this time. And I'm sensing that you both are aware of you have a sense of the specialness of this connection. The fact that this connection is like no other in your life, but also like no other in the universe, in the multiverse, where you are extremely rare in this alignment. And I'm looking at this card here and I'm seeing the word partnership, and I'm sensing that you two really have this feeling in your heart that this is your partner, not only in life, but your soul partner, the person and the soul that you connect with the most, that you connect with on a deep level that is unlike any other on this physical plane, in the multiverse, in your soul's eternal existence here. This is someone I'm sensing have experienced many lifetimes with. And I'm sensing into this passion behind this deep love that is this flame that you two have ignited in each other's hearts. Now, I want to get more specific into this connection. What messages does divine have for you two, you lovers here, that I am channeling into. And right away, as I asked the divine to get more specific here, I had the emperor. I was about to say the divine masculine. So this emperor showing up speaking to divine masculine in this connection. And immediately as I am speaking to this emperor, I am sensing the empress as well. So the empress might be in this spread, and I'm sensing that the messages coming through are both for divine feminine and divine masculine in alignment, in this union, this inner equilibrium, this inner union, as well as this union reflected in your lived experience. So you might have a relationship that you have established, you might live together, you might have a marriage together, you might not have a label that you put your relationship in on the physical plane, and are simply allowing for things to be felt and flow as they are, and not be worried about how you are defining this relationship. So even with the word twin flame and high level soulmate, I'm getting that these words aren't as strong as the love that you share, divine feminine and divine masculine. And I'm sensing that the intensity of this is only increasing in your spiritual path and soul journey. You are only experiencing a rising in this feeling of love for one another. And this speaks to the message I channeled at the beginning of this reading, that I'm sensing is the title of this video. You are falling deeply in love with each other each and every day. You are continuing to follow your heart in this way. I was about to say you are continuing to follow each other in this way, in this spiritual and energetic sense, where you are aligned in this alignment. And this love being a sense of liberation for you, a aspect of your life, this aspect of your life that is this most authentic part of yourself, where you are building from this space of authenticity in your life. And this is showing up in your life in this connection. And I'm seeing someone persistently choosing to nurture this connection, to build this connection, to have this healthy relationship. And I'm sensing that this is something that you both really are attentive to. And again, this card representing the fire element. So I'm getting that this feeling of wanting to persist in a healthy direction in your spiritual path and soul journey is prominent, is highly significant for you in this connection. You both wanting to have a long lasting connection, that you feel and sense that this connection is, and that you are persistently showing up in this way that is aligned with this desire that you have. And I'm sensing that even though you are aware that your love is this love that is long lasting, that is long term. You aren't rushing in this connection. And you are allowing for this connection to unfold beautifully before your eyes. And you are experiencing the blessings that come from this, the blessings that come from you allowing yourself to experience the divine nature of this connection, and not to rush through this, not to rush the process of your deeper coming into this alignment, your deeper grounding in your most authentic truth. Now, I'm getting the message of planetary alignment. The planetary alignment is approaching at this time. And I'm sensing this strongly in this reading as the Lover's card is showing up here. I'm sensing the connection to the crown chakra. I'm sensing this connection to higher consciousness that you are having at this time, and you aligning in a way that is respecting each other in this connection. And I'm seeing someone, I'm seeing someone deeply in love, and I'm getting the message that this is both of you, and how you are expressing this on the physical plane looks different from each other. And there's a there's a beauty about this in you not feeling that you two need to express this love in the same way how you are feeling this love, how you express this deep love that you have within yourself, where you are allowing this beauty of your differences to really shine through here, which is something that is coming from this space of unconditional love, I'm sensing. And this card as well, the Five of Wands in reverse, is showing up as this card representing the fire element. Again, the fire element and the element of air strongly resonating, the intense liberation that you are feeling at this time. So the element of air and the element of fire might be significant for this specific connection that I'm channeling into. And I'm sensing that the element of water, this element of flow that represents flow, is strongly connecting to how this relationship is moving, how this relationship is behaving on the spiritual plane, on the energetic plane, as well as the physical plane. This is a connection that is characterized by this flow state of being. The Six of Swords is showing up again, this card, speaking to the element of air, this element of liberation. And I'm sensing that this is strongly resonant with the releasing process of this spiritual path and soul journey, and you coming into this greater alignment with each other during this time of the planetary alignment. Also speaking to this equilibrium that exists so beautifully as this connection that you are existing in at this time. I'm sensing you meeting each other where each other lacks. You are meeting each other where each other needs to be met with love. And I'm getting the message that you are still learning how to show each other this love in the best way, in the ways that you need to be loved, that each other are desiring to be loved, that you are desiring to experience love from this person. And this is such a beautiful learning process for you that you are really focusing into. I'm sensing someone really excited about this kind of experiencing you in this deep way, in this way that they don't experience anyone else, that they aren't really desiring to be as attentive and focused to this deep connection that this person treasures. And I'm sensing that this person is essentially both of you in this connection. In your own way, you having this way of treasuring this connection, nurturing, nourishing the health of this connection, and finding that this is truly an anchor in your life. This connection is your basis, is your ground on which you are standing, on which you are being supported in your life. Is this very ground that is manifested as you create your spiritual path and soul journey through your heart chakra. Now, I'm sensing that a message from divine feminine and divine masculine want to come through in this reading, speaking to each other, speaking to each other's energy. Feeling guided to turn over another card here. And I have this card speaking to this slow burn, this slow burn romance that is leaving you both feeling this inner excitement, this feeling of being drawn toward something irresistible. And I'm getting the word siren here. Siren speaking to this energy of you being drawn in by this person into their energy, to immerse yourself in their essence, and finding that this is a place where you are feeling most at home, where you feel that you belong. And wow, as I channel this message, this is beautiful. This is so synchronistic that I pull this Ten of Cups as I'm channeling into this message here. I pull this card speaking to divine love as I'm speaking to this irresistible connection, this drawing each other in to this world that you create together, you existing in your own world. I'm sensing creating your own world that is yours, that you are meant to create, creating this world that is aligned with this highest vibrational timeline, with your core soul frequency, when you are truly grounded and aligned with the deep love that you embody, this divine love that you incarnated here on earth to experience, to embody, to exist as. I have the Ten of Cups here, also representing the element of water. Again, this element that this relationship is characterized by, this flow state of being, and as well as the air element and the fire element being strongly significant for your connection, this intense liberation that you experience in this divine love, in this alignment, and this feeling of fulfillment that you receive nowhere else in your life. This connection being your, being the, I'm getting the word elixir, the nourishing, life-giving substance, essence, energy. Again, I'm getting this element of water, much like water being this healing element, this elixir being this water that is divine love. I'm seeing you being each other's total love and support, being this water in that you are immersing in each other's energy, and in your energy feeling this clearing, this energetic clearing, and you being called back to a part of yourself that is familiar, in the sense where you are feeling deeply at peace, deeply home in this presence, in this embodiment of who you are when you are immersed in each other's energy, when you allow yourself to fully indulge in the pleasure of feeling into this deep love, this bliss that comes from rising in this experience together, colliding in this way, flowing together, moving together. This movement filled with this bliss, this most authentic truth, filled with this equilibrium, this harmony of your energies, of your essence. The Ten of Cups, highly significant for this message. I'm seeing you also in this message about creating a world together, a life together. This Ten of Cups strongly speaks to this message. I'm sensing letting go of who you thought you were to create this life with this person that is the only thing that you are truly sure of, the only thing, the only person, the only energy that you sense into, where you feel this alignment in such a deep and profound way that is, in essence, life altering, that is life giving, that is self aligning and self loving. Now, this card, the Ten of Cups, showed up in the reverse position to also speak to this self love, and in the upright position, speaking to the deep love that you experience in embodying this self-love and expressing this deep love that you have for your own energy to each other, where you are each other's shelter in the storm. And I'm sensing that this storm is this storm that is actually this intense love. The storm that is this electricity. I'm getting thunder. I'm seeing thunder. This thundering storm that is really speaking to how you make each other feel when you are so deeply indulged, immersed in this deep love, the electricity that you experience. I'm sensing in you, even touching each other in the physical. And this can also apply to touching each other in the spiritual and energetic ways where you connect so deeply with your heart, with each other's heart space, where you feel into your own heart space. I'm getting this twin flame connection where you can feel into your own heart space and feel that you are touching the heart of divine. You are touching the heart of the source that is your own embodiment, that is your own lived experience of this rare divine love here on earth, that is exhilarating, to say the least. That is something that you can't really put words to, that is otherworldly in a sense, but also deeply grounded in this earth, that is felt in the experience of nature, the divine nature of this earth that you are currently embodying, incarnated on this earth, strongly connecting with the heart chakra, speaking to this color green and the color of the plant life, how this appears to the mind's eye in this lived experience in your human incarnation, this color green reflecting your heart chakra, and this otherworldly love feeling so deeply connected to the divine nature that you experience in your lived experience, that you awaken to in this being carried by the flow of this deep love, intoxicated by this deep love, where you see the world in fifth dimension, fifth dimensional consciousness, the vibrancy of nature. And I'm sensing that this is speaking to divine purpose as well. I'm sensing, feeling strongly guided to turn over another card here, and I find the Ace of Pentacles. I'm sensing that the Temperance card is somewhere in this spread, this card speaking to divine purpose, and this Ace of Pentacles showing up as I channel into this, as I sense into this Temperance card speaking to divine purpose. I'm also sensing that this Temperance card, before I channel into this Ace of Pentacles, is also this card representing the element of fire, strongly connecting with this intensity of this liberation, but also this groundedness that the Ace of Pentacles is bringing up here. This groundedness that you experience together in embodying this abundance. Now, in this image here of the Ace of Pentacles, there is this entrance here, and there is this plant life here in this image. And I'm sensing that you in this way are holding within your hand, within your grasp, within your embodiment, this wholeness, this abundance that is showing up as this prosperous nature. And I'm sensing that this is your inner world. You having immersed yourself in this divine flow, in this creative flow of this divine love that is extremely nurturing to your inner world, that you turn inward and you find this flourishing life, this prospering life that is this divine love, that is what this Lover's card is representing here. Now, I'm feeling guided to close this message here. Now, before I close this reading, let's take this moment to become aware of our own energy. Breathe in slowly and deeply. And out. Grounding yourself in the present moment. Ground yourself in the present moment.